Okay, the Michael Dudikoff reference was fun, but that's where it ended. Oh my gosh, you guys, I recently screened Night Patrol. It's a 2025 movie, but I don't think it was supposed to be released here until very early January. I was interested in the film and had thought about going to see it on the big screen, but I requested a screener for it and it was granted. I always appreciate when screeners are granted, and I'm generally bummed when I can't enjoy the film the way I want to. I'll give you a little bit of the synopsis. And this is one of those movies where the trailer revealed way too much. Yes, that's typically a complaint of mine. I feel a bit torn on this though, because would I have wanted to see the movie if they hadn't revealed what was really going on? No, probably not, because I'm really tired of this narrative about how bad white cops are and how victimized black people are. It's been so overdone and it's so heavy-handed and ham-fisted most of the time, when reality is so much more nuanced than most people want to acknowledge or realize. But the trailer basically shows this group of what they call Night Patrol, like a special unit of cops. And a good portion of the trailer in the beginning shows them victimizing people, and they're just really, really bad dudes. And then the trailer reveals, and I'm going to reveal to you because I don't care, but the trailer did anyway, these cops are vampires. And Justin Long plays in here, and Dermot Mulroney, if I'm saying his name right. Dermot Mulroney, whatever. Dude from Young Guns. Did you see the size of that chicken? That guy. Okay, those were the two most recognizable names in there for me. Justin Long is trying to get in with this Night Patrol, and his character is partners with the character played by Jermaine Fowler. I don't know if I've seen this guy anywhere before, though. He looks really familiar. Jermaine's character is a cop, a black cop. He's alienated from his mother and younger brother, which the reason for that is revealed as the story goes on, and he's taken an opposite path from that of his younger brother, who's into, like petty crime and just not starting off very well in his young adulthood. And his mother is kind of cray-cray, and she's talking about all this African mysticism and stuff. So older brother, played by Jermaine, thinks that mom is crazy, and they have a very toxic relationship. But these vampires have tended to terrorize the people of this neighborhood, or at least this is something that happens in one night in this story, as things are culminating. And there's so much wrong with this. The only thing that drew me into watching it was the thing about vampires. I was like, oh, okay, they're taking a different twist on the whole bad cop thing. They're vamps, that's why they're bad. But they go really heavy-handed in these narratives of how racist these cops are. And they are not presented in any way as anything other than just very, very bad people. And the black people of this neighborhood, they're so victimized, and they hate white people, and they hate these cops because of how bad these cops have been. And it turns into this big battle in this one night as these vampires go through and they're rounding up these people from the neighborhood to drink their blood and all this. And Justin Long's character, I started talking about him and then I stopped. His character kind of knows that something bad is up with Night Patrol, and so he wants to infiltrate them. But when he infiltrates them, he finds out what's up, and there's a really big surprise for him also, that he finds out about his father, who had died. Before the movie even starts, you know that his father had died. Some of the things that make this not very good at all, despite my interest in watching it because of the vampire element, is the story itself wasn't written very well. The dialogue is so cringe. I'm talking so cringe that it gave me goosebumps, like that bad. The acting alongside terrible dialogue, just full body chills how bad this stinking movie was. Justin Long was okay in the first half of it. Then by the second half, it was just, oh my gosh, what the heck? And Dermot, his performance was god awful. And I don't know if it's just because he just wasn't very good in here. I mean, he was great in Young Guns, but that was 30 something years ago. Anyway, his performance in here was really bad. It was so robotic. It was so wooden. It didn't feel like he was really in it at all, probably because of how poorly written his character and everybody else's characters are. When he delivered lines, it was just like, what the absolute heck am I watching? The only actor who was pretty solid throughout was Jermaine, and that's probably because there's something that happens to him about halfway through. So there goes that. I did think the Michael Dudikoff reference was kind of funny. It gave me a chuckle because it might seem like such an obscure, vague reference to an actor from the 80s, but I knew who they were talking about because I used to really like American Ninja. But I really don't have many good things to say about this film. I mean, if you like vamp stuff, you would automatically be drawn to it because it's vamp stuff. But I can't give good marks to this film because of how terrible the execution was. And this is a Shudder original. Shudder generally has good content, but some of their originals, And this is one of those times, unfortunately. So I wish I had better things to say about Night Patrol, but unfortunately I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here, you guys. If you've seen it, tell me what you think. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm too off the mark in my lack of appreciation for this. I did want to like it, but yeah, it was painful. Painful. All right, you guys. Bye.